Stetson no longer has a flip phone?
I don't think he does now. I think somebody said he didn't. I don't know. I haven't checked.
And Georgia's one of the only teams that didn't really go out and get a lot of transfers in the SEC. Was that a strategy by you coming into this season for one reason or another?
No, people always ask that question. I'm not anti. I think it's awesome to get a transfer that can help your team somewhere, right? And we lost out on some guys that we wanted to get. And once we lost out on the players that we thought improved our team, we weren't going to take a transfer so that I wouldn't have to answer a question about not taking a transfer. So we didn't want to just do it. We wanted to upgrade our roster, and if you don't feel like somebody upgrades your roster, then don't do it. And you're always exchanging a transfer for a high school kid that you could bring in here and develop. And that's a lot of college coaches' fear right now. They don't want to bring a high school kid in because they're worried they're going to leave. So you better do a good job of farming your own place and make sure they understand that it's not easy here. It's hard. But if you buy into hard, you'll be like those 10 other football players in there that are playing the National Football League right now. They're shaking their hands, and they love it. So that's what we're trying to sell, is come hang out with Trayvon, Jordan, Nakobe, George Pickens, and all those guys, and you'll be like them one day if you work. And the kids that we attract are usually the ones that want to stick around and do that.
Yeah, Stetson, just from a start to finish standpoint, do you feel, where does that game rank for you personally as far as, is it the games that you've quarterbacked? Is that one of maybe the best one?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably the best one I played, yeah.
And why is that?
I'd say probably the off season, all the work, putting it in with these guys, year 3 in the offense, again, having time and having the playmakers outside. So I think a combination of a lot of things.
Malachi Starks makes that first interception. How big do you think that is for him to make that kind of a play in his first career college game?
Yeah, on the hit, I just got a little stinger on my shoulder. I'll be all right, ain't nothing major. And Malachi Starks, like I've been talking about him all fall camp, man. He's a great player, man. And I've seen him do that a bunch of times. So, definitely one of the greatest interceptions I've ever seen, man. I mean, he laid out for that one. And I was just so excited. I couldn't believe he made the play. But, I think it's big for him, man. I think I'm going to continue to see great things out of him because he's coming this season.
Any question on the far right?
Question for either of you. You guys obviously kept them out of the end zone tonight. Obviously, that 4th down stop at the end of the game, it seemed like this team, just like last year, had that same mindset of we were going to try and keep guys out of the end zone. How do you keep that same mindset after even losing so many of these key players from last season?
Dan, you want to take that one?
Yeah, we were actually just talking about it outside. That was one of the biggest moments in the game for our defense. We had some younger guys in, but they stood up and did what we needed to do. And no score right there was huge.
Yeah, one of our mottos is no one in our end zone, and we definitely pride ourselves on that. Even up to all zeros hit on the clock, 2s and 3s were able to get in and get some good experience. But like you said, we wanted to hold the standard, and they did a great job of that, being bit on break.
Just getting back to that non-complacency and all that Kirby preaches. How does he sell that to y'all, and how do y'all buy into it?
He says it just like that. Like, we can't have any complacency. And in the social media age today, you see a lot of things that people say about us, and they say we lost so many guys, we don't have anybody back there, and we hear those things. We definitely want to go out there and show what we can do. Like Coach Smart said, we want to do the hunting. We never want to be hunted. And I just appreciate him for that mentality that he has, because it rubs off on us tremendously, man. We take on the mentality of him, and we want to go out there and make him and the rest of our coaches proud, as well as each other. So.
Okay. You've been here a long time.
Yes,
you've made big plays, but you've never been the man like you were today. How did that feel?
I just thank God for giving me the opportunity to be in this position to be able to make those plays. Like you said, I've been waiting a long time, and I kind of seen how it's supposed to look, how it's supposed to. I think I had great examples. Like you said, I think this is RBU. This is RBU. You know what I'm saying? So all the great running backs in front of me, watching them be able to, like DeAndre Swift, to be able to watch them go out there and just compete at a high level each and every single week. So for my time to be here, I just, wanted to look kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? It's a standard here at Georgia, and I just want to, uphold the standard for the next guy.
Stetson, how did it feel to just start your season opener for the first time for the Bulldogs when you're national champion and it took you this long to do it? And also, how are you so good at blocking out that noise besides having the phone? Did it help this offseason knowing that you were going to be the starting quarterback the whole entire season to kind of have that extra confidence coming in this year?
Yeah. How did it feel starting the first after that? It felt good, didn't it? Felt good. Yeah, I mean, it's always good to go and to be the guy and the reps. You know, like I've said, throwing with the guys in the offseason, you know, working on choice routes, me and Kenny, like just the little things that show up when you don't know when they're going to show up, but that's why you work, right? So yeah, it's pretty cool, you know. But on to the next now, I guess.
All right, Kirby, Stetson career high passing yards today. Obviously, told he's the starter off season. Is there anything to that, or is it just he went out there and played within himself?
I mean, yeah, there's something to him being the starting quarterback the whole time, right? Like if we had rotated ones and twos and you guys had debated who the starter was, would he have played this well today? I don't know. I don't think Stetson really gets affected by anything I do, you do, or anybody does. Stetson lives in his own world, and he does a really good job of blocking out all the noise. The guy had a flip phone, okay, in 2021. So he doesn't really get into all that. And I think that's what his kind of edge is. All right, and he made some plays that he didn't make the right decisions on today, and he knows those. He knows his mistakes. He's got to be smart. He does things that maybe we don't ask him to do, but he did make some plays with his feet. And I think you take the good, and I'm not going to call it bad, but you take the good with his poor decisions.
Kirby, I know, especially after one game, you're going to want to keep expectations in check, but things are going to...
Expectations are definitely already in check. You don't have to worry about that.
I was going to say externally they're going to be astronomical. So is there anything you can say now after that one game in terms of how good this team could be or what the ceiling could be?
Externally, we don't listen to. That's the key word you just said. Externally, there's expectations every year. We embrace expectations. We hunt. We go do the best job we can, and if it falls short, it falls short. But I don't look at it from the expectation standpoint. I look at it like, what can we do better? How do we improve? How do we get more players playing winning football? Because everybody in this room knows we're going to lose somebody. Somebody's going to be injured throughout the year, and how do we get them better? But the expectations I have is for our guys to play at their best and our coaches to prepare at their best, and I think that our guys really did that this game.